Yes, they do. Okay, bye-bye. It's because it's all about knitting, and it's all about being creative and adding color. And people have an idea that knitting is all about old ladies sitting in rocking chairs and knitting. And really, there's a lot of young, hip, creative, wonderful people who are knitting. Men, women, children, old people, young people, all kinds of people are knitting and crocheting and creating and just doing wonderful things. Brightening up our community.
How did you get involved in the Carrboro bombing?
One of the women came in and said, I'm doing this project to help, what do I do? How can you help me? What do I make? What do I do? And I said, hey, we can throw that stuff on the knitting machine. We can make big pieces of fabric, and let me help. The only things that were done on the knitting machine were the planters and the 2 columns right out front of Town Hall we made on the knitting machine. Everything else, to my knowledge, was done by hand. So each of these that we did were 240 rows. This is a row. And we would go all the way across to here and all the way back to here. You know, this is just a little piece here. And so you can see how this does. It looks like, oh, that's really big. And then you take it off, and it's much smaller than what it looked like when it was
shrinks.
on.
It just shrinks up.
Yeah.
The city of Carrboro was bombed on Saturday morning. At the break of day, and Saturday morning, something happened. And where did that idea come from to bomb Carrboro?
Well, it actually started over a year ago when a friend of mine, Marie, showed me pictures of yarn bombings that have been done all over the country. She thought it would be something that I'd be interested in. Even though at the time I wasn't a knitter, I was really excited about the concept, you know, covering public spaces that had been abandoned with knitted pieces, trees, bike racks, making everything a little more friendly with color. So in June or July of last year, I was sworn in on the Carrboro Arts Committee, became a member, and started thinking about what I could do for Carrboro, and immediately went to this previous idea about yarn bombing because everyone in Carrboro's outside. You know, they're always riding bikes, walking around, and it seemed like an affordable way to give art to the community, you know, through yarn bombing.
Sure, nice, yeah. And so that thought kind of carried over a year, and the work started.
Yeah,
originally,
the other members of the Carrboro Arts Committee were open to it, but they suggested I had to write a proposal to the town, you know, the Board of Aldermen, and we got that passed. And then shortly after, I started recruiting knitters, mostly through word of mouth and on a Facebook page. Since I didn't know how to knit, I had to, I was slowly looking at videos. It's something I've always been interested in, but I'd never learned before. And we had some really advanced knitters to begin with, so everyone was willing to help, and I picked up very quickly.
So then the effect of all this is that you brought us out of dreary winter nicely, gracefully, and maybe given a sense of given art a higher standing in the city, in the community. Does that sound right?
It's nice.
Yeah. And thank you very much for doing all this.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.